Los amigos, Cash, your president and CEO of Cash International Luxury Real Estate. Guys, coming to you today, high above Santo Domingo, and we're about to head out for dinner. We got everyone downstairs, but I got to get this top three out to you before the end of the week. It's a Friday right now, and I want to get this out. So, what am I talking about here? The top 3 documents that you need when applying for a mortgage here in the Dominican Republic, okay? So, number 1, guys, you need to have that credit score, okay? Important thing, North Americans are able to get a mortgage here in the Dominican Republic. Why is that? Why can North Americans get it approved for a mortgage here, but Europeans cannot? Because we share the same credit system. All right, very important to know. We share the same credit system, so Dominican banks are able to verify your credit worthiness, because they are able to look at that FICO score. All right, so make sure you got good credit there, because we're going to be looking at that, or the banks are going to be looking at that if you are looking for a mortgage here. Okay, so number 2. What is the other document that they're going to look for? They're going to look for an appraisal on your property. Okay, guys, we can assist you with that. You need to number 1, you need to find a property. Okay, banks are always going to ask you here. They need to know what property are you looking at, because banks don't finance all properties, all areas. So you're going to need to get an appraisal on that. And the way you get an appraisal is pretty straightforward. You look for someone that is an appraiser that is approved by the bank that you are looking for a loan from. Okay, so that is a very important aspect, and you're not going to be getting a mortgage unless you're able to find the right appraiser, right property, and be able to get them out there and make sure that happens. Okay, number 3 item that is very critical for you getting a mortgage is to make sure you have enough money for that down payment. Okay, guys, so if you're looking for a mortgage, typically banks are looking, what you'll see widely when you do a quick search on ChatGPT, for example, let's say 20 to 40%. I don't think that's accurate, guys, because I've gotten multiple mortgages here, and you're usually looking at 50%. Okay, that's a reality of it. Maybe you're going to be able to get less if you're lucky, but I haven't been able to see that. So you typically just in your mind map it out that you're looking at 50%. So you need to have at least 50% liquidity to be able to get that down payment in. Okay, so that is a really important thing to note. Now, the other thing is the banking system here never collapsed. Now, why hasn't that collapsed when North America did? It didn't collapse here because what they've done is they've been very risk adverse when doing mortgages. Okay, so when you get an appraiser in, they're not going to be over appraising these things. So typically your loan to value is going to be lower than you expect. So typically, guys, try to map out in your head that if you want to buy something worth $500K, you at least have $250K to put into that property. Okay, guys, I hope that top 3 helps. Wrapping up the week here, guys. Please have a great weekend, and we look forward to seeing you on Monday. I'll have Carlos back in the mix. He's actually waiting for me downstairs in the lobby, and we're going out for dinner to Anthony's Coal Fired Pizza. Okay, there's 2 of them now open in Piantini, one in Naco, one in Piantini. Place is amazing. So we're going to share some footage with you on that one here today. All right, guys. Love where you live. Talk to you soon. Thanks for joining us here on the top 3 in 3.